Hey guys, G.I. Joe Junkie here, back with another video. This is the 2004 Valor vs. Venom Crimson Shadow Guard 6-pack. I've been looking for this online for a decent price for a while now. I'd say 6-8 months. It usually goes for $130 and up, sometimes up to like $160. I did get this at $80 because the box does have some dings and dents and messed ups, and it was actually a really good price with shipping and tax. I think it ended up being 96 bucks, which is still like 50 bucks cheaper, 60 bucks cheaper than I was seeing online. It does, like you said, have damage. That's why it was cheaper, but like you guys know, and I've said a million times, I do look for damaged boxes just because it is so much cheaper. And I get mint on card Joes. When I've looked these up, singly, these can go, from what I've seen, anywhere between like $35 and $50 a piece when they're complete in decent condition. We'll see what kind of condition these are in once we open this up. The only flaw I've seen on any of these is this guy on the top right, his leg is a little separated, but that can usually be fixed just by tightening the leg screw, usually taking it apart and then tightening it, because it might have been put in wrong. I can't see the legs on these guys, but from what I can tell, all the elbows do not have cracks in them. So that's awesome, because I've been getting some of these new ones and they do have cracks in them already, and it's kind of disheartening, discouraging, but what can you do? It happens. Sometimes I can see it in the picture. Sometimes the people will put or disclose that there's cracks on them. Sometimes you can tell they can't tell just because of the way the characters actually put in the package. Sometimes you can't see the elbow joints, so that's what happens. All right, we're gonna open this up. This is great for troop building, as you can see. If you can find it at a good price, it's great. You know, I think 140, 150, 160 for this is kind of absurd. You know what? I'm gonna grab a knife real quick just to make my life easier. I should have grabbed it earlier. There we go. But these are really cool to me. I don't know. They didn't. There was never anything like this in the vintage, older stuff. They only had the red shadow guards, and that was about it. They never made any other like variations of the red crimson guards. They weren't shadow. Sorry. I think I can get this. Yeah, we're gonna have to separate that. I'm just gonna keep the file card anyway, so it doesn't really matter. This one was a lot easier than some of the other ones have been to open, but there's still tape on these. They're doing them like the old school ones that I keep running into. A lot of them have tape on them. I'm just gonna cut the file card out of that to make life easy. It's actually really small, the file card on the back, compared to the rest of that package. From what I can tell, there are no cracked elbows, from what I can see. That one leg up on the top right is the only one that's kind of separated. I'm going to fix that. Let's take some of these guys out here and see what kind of condition we're in. We need O-rings. The O-ring isn't bad. I'd probably still replace that. It's a little loose, but it's not horrible. It's actually still pretty kind of new. All these joints are really super tight, which is awesome. Sometimes I've been getting these and I'll have arms that are loose already, mint out of package. I love the design of these. I love that the fact that they have the helmets that come on and off. They look like the Cobra Troopers. You can kind of like mix and match, really, if you wanted to. With these, you could just make like black Cobra Troopers. You don't really have to have the Crimson Guards, especially if you're troop building. It's an awesome way to do it. It's a lot cheaper way than buying the troopers that are available today, because they're just so dang expensive. I paid $40 for mine, and he even has loose joints. And I did a video on him last week, and you guys saw it. He doesn't even have the Cobra logo basically anymore. It's completely worn off. I'm actually gonna have to separate that to pull that out, because that's impossible to pull that direction without ruining this. Awesome design, guys. At least they do have a separation, but I do hate that it separates on these. I like the nunchuck here. all of them, but they do all separate like that. I guess it's a godsend for that, because that wouldn't have came out of that package without cutting it, and I'm not dealing with that right now. All right, let's reconnect that. This one's a little bit better than the other ones that I've been getting lately. It's not coming apart like they usually do. Let's check out his helmet. Fits on pretty good, actually. Doesn't feel like it's gonna kill like the paint wear or anything. Looks kind of cool, I believe, you know. I think it's really awesome, actually, this design. It probably will do some like paint wear, taking those on and off, so that won't be happening much at all. I think I'll do like 3 with helmets on, 3 without. If I can actually find another one of these at like a price like this, I would actually pick it up again, and that would pretty much finish like true building with these. Yeah, all joints tight, no cracked elbows. Same, could use, no, this one's a little bit tighter than the O-ring than that one. He probably wouldn't even need a replacement. He's good to go as is. Let's see. Let's get this other guy out. His arms are a little looser. Just, no, actually, sorry, the right arm only. Like I said, that's been happening. No cracks. I'm trying to see, is that an actual crack or not? No, it's not a crack. No cracks from what I can tell. O-ring's really tight on this one, actually. All the joints are tight, which is awesome. Let's check out the top right guy here. Let's check out his leg. Let's see if there's anything else loose on him. No, just the leg separation there. But that can usually be fixed by taking this out and then redoing the screw on the leg. It could even just be that that T-joint just not sitting in there right. All his joints, arms, everything tight. So far, the only one that's been kind of loose is that the one that I pulled out with the loose right arm. Let's check him out, see what kind of condition he's in. Really tight O-ring. So far, too, I've only had one loose O-ring. One that's going to have to be replaced. It's this guy here. As far as I can tell, that's about it. These have all come out really good. Slight little paint wear already mint out of package here. It almost looks like paint wear from the helmet going on and off. But these are brand new, so, you know. But it is what it is. Overall, no scratches, nothing on these guys. All the paint's been good except for that little mark right there on his mask. Let's check out the last one. I really love the designs of these guys. Like I said, they kind of look like ninjas to me. And I think these ones look really awesome. I love the fact that you can take the helmets on and off. This one does have a paint flaw design right here on his stomach. I could actually scrape that off from what it looks like. It looks like they were doing the paint for like the Cobra logo and they messed up. Let me see if I can't. It's really hard to see it on that. There we go. It's like a gold paint, the same as the Cobra logo here. So this is kind of the only flawed one really, paint wise. Not bad. His joints are really tight, kind of tighter than all the rest. He's got a really good O-ring too. Awesome that there was no cracked elbows in any of these. These are really, really awesome figures. You know, I don't know. If you're troop building, like I was saying, this is, I think, the way to go. It's way cheaper. You get 6 figures. If you can find a messed up box like I did, you're going to end up paying about 90 bucks total, which is an awesome price. You'd be lucky to pick up a good mint condition 1 Cobra officer for 90 to 100 bucks. So this is, I think this is awesome. Let's check out some of their weapons. I was actually interested to see this, how the heck this works here. Because, yeah, it just looks like it's the bow with the arrow, but there's no bowstring whatsoever in this. It's set up for like a bowstring, but it doesn't have one. Kind of irks me. I was actually thinking I could drill a hole with a very small little drill bit through here. I don't know, it might crack it. It'd have to be very tiny. You'd have to be very careful to be able to put this through and just log it in there permanently, kind of. And it's kind of weak that it didn't have like a string, something. That's the only weak weapon that I saw in there. I was kind of interested to take that out to see what it was going to look like. I do like the rest of these weapons. None of these guys came with any kind of guns, really. They're all like ninja almost type weapons. We got the bow. We got the auto crossbow. Kind of looks like Scarlet's bow. Wouldn't be a bad replacement piece if you ever needed one. And it has a very similar swords to the Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes that I opened just recently. The 3-pack. Believe Snake Eyes came with this sword and Storm Shadow came with this sword, just in a different color. They were gray, but it's the exact same design. And that claw design is the same design from the Ninja Force right here. It's exactly the same. They used it on Vega too for Street Fighter, which I've actually been looking for one mint on card recently for a decent price. I haven't been able to find one. But Vega was my favorite Street Fighter character, and I do like his G.I. Joe design. The backpacks are all the same. I'm just going to pull it out for now. I kind of wish they did with at least like the sword guys. They could have given them a backpack with slots. That would have been awesome. But, you know, they do get kind of cheesy with them sometimes. Let's see how these fit in. Really tight fits. I hate when it's like that, actually. It just needs to be shaved down probably a little bit, which I'll have to do. Not a big deal, though. It happens with the these newer Joes, not usually the older ones. I've tend to see that the backpacks, they never really fit into these pegs. They're just way too tight. There's too much plastic and the hole's too tight. But it's workable. You wouldn't have to shave off much to make it fit in. So, guys, that is Valor versus Venom, Crimson Shadow Guards. This is from 2004. This is an awesome pickup if you guys are into any kind of troop building. Definitely. I know I said that a couple times this video, but I don't know if you've actually looked at the prices. Even if these guys opened, they can go for a lot. Not even the vintage, but just these Shadow Guards. So if you can find a box for like 80 bucks like I did and you have the money, pick it up. Right now I'm looking for the Firefly Crimson Guard 6-pack. I'm probably going to actually buy today. I found one really cheap compared to the rest of them. So we may be doing that next week. And that'll be an awesome opening. So thank you guys for watching. I'm your G.I. Joe Junkie. I love doing these mint on card openings. This one was awesome. I've been holding on to this for a couple days, but I've been working, so I couldn't do a video till today. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye, guys.